Hello, I'm Emery Spence, and I am the Student Success and Outreach Coordinator here in the Office of Financial Aid at Oregon State University. Today we're going to be going through what your aid offer may look like and how to understand the different pieces that are on it. You'll see at the very top of your aid offer here, we've got an example for Benny the Beaver. We've got Benny's demographic information there. Yours will of course be personalized to yourself, but we have your name, your OSU ID number, your residency status, and the date of when your aid offer was created. Down below that in these first sections are going to be where you most likely spend the majority of your time when reviewing your aid offer. At the very top, we have your estimated cost of attendance. This is kind of a rough estimate of what we expect a typical student to accrue in expenses in a given academic year. For this instance here with Benny, we've got their tuition and fees, housing and food, books and supplies, transportation, and some personal and miscellaneous expenses as well. You can see we do have those added up down at the bottom, both on a individual term basis as well as a full year basis. Now down below that is where we have the different aid that's being offered to you. So Benny here has some scholarships and grants. We do put those at the top, right underneath cost of attendance. And Benny is being offered the federal Pell Grant, an Oregon Opportunity Grant, and some additional OSU scholarships. So you can see we've got all of those numbers added up together, and Benny's getting about $5,600 per term. And if you look at the number right below that, that's where we actually take the cost of attendance number from the above section and subtract out those scholarships and grants. So Benny's per term, or at least fall term, estimated cost of attendance is $12,249, and they're expected to receive $5,636 in grants and scholarships. That leaves their remaining and outstanding cost of attendance to be $6,613. And down below that, you'll see that Benny is also being offered federal work study. One thing that's unique with work study is work study funds are not automatically applied to your OSU bill. So any grants and scholarships and student loans and most types of aid will be applied directly to the charges on your OSU account balance. Work study funds, however, will only be paid to you in the form of the wages that you actually earn. We do assume here, for math purposes, that you are using your work study funding and you're earning to help cover your cost of attendance. So you'll see with Benny's $1,500 per term in work study, the estimated cost of attendance goes down to $5,113 per term. Then down at the bottom, Benny is also being offered some student loans, both subsidized loans and unsubsidized loans. You'll see those are totaled together down there at the bottom again. And lastly, one more time, we do subtract those loans out of the cost of attendance from the previous box with work study. So if Benny accepts all of their grants and scholarships, their work study funds, and all of their loans, their total out-of-pocket cost of attendance would be $3,279 for the fall term. Now, there is other information on your aid offer as well. Down below those main boxes where you'll see the actual numbers and offers, we've got some general information about additional ways to find financial aid resources. Outside scholarships, university payment plans, Parent Plus loans, and private student loans are all available, and we provide a little bit of detail on what it might look like to search for and find some of those opportunities. We do also have more information on our website that you are more than welcome to check out. Lastly, we've got some additional next steps for you on what you need to do now that you've accepted or now that you've received your aid offer. First thing you're going to want to do is log into your financial aid portal, and if you haven't yet and you have anything that you know you want to accept, you can accept the aid that's being offered to you. If you have something that you don't want to accept, like maybe student loans, you can also decline those. You can also modify the amount of student loans in case you don't want to accept the full amount, but you do want to accept a partial amount. We do also highly recommend folks enroll in direct deposit. This makes sure that if you are receiving any refunds from OSU, it is sent directly to your bank account. Otherwise, refunds will be sent through the mail as a physical check, and they tend to take up to 2 weeks to arrive at your address that you have on file. Do also want to note that the cost of attendance and general financial aid offers are based on full-time enrollment of at least 12 or more credits per term for undergraduates. If you're a graduate student, full-time would be 9 or more credits per term. If at any point you will be enrolled less than full-time, you'll need to go back into your financial aid portal and update your expected enrollment for us. Some of the aid that's being offered to you may have to be adjusted based on your updated enrollment. And then at the very bottom, we've got some additional information on where you can find some more useful information, including the Understand and Accept page on our website where you will find this video.